Hi guys, my name's Gianna, and as you can tell by the title, this is kind of more serious, and I'm mostly talking about mental disorders just because I know that it's hard to live with, and I know that it's something I can relate to, and probably some of you can relate to. So, yep. Okay, so I know that living with a mental illness or disorder is really hard because people don't understand very well, especially if it's not something that they have experienced or have had, especially when like mental disorders and illnesses are so different for everyone. Like, it's not the same. Like, you will not experience depression like I have, or anxiety or PTSD or anything else. And when you are experiencing these things, it's really embarrassing to tell other people because it makes them uncomfortable as well as it makes you uncomfortable. But like, as I've been through these things these last few months, I've learned that being honest is like the best thing you can do, because if you're honest about your problems, other people are going to understand you better, and even if they can't, they're going to try to, which is like a lot better than just not being able to be there at all, especially because people will ask you why you complain about having no friends when all you do is lay in bed all day. And like, how are you supposed to explain that you don't want to get out of bed because you just feel depressed and like you don't want to get out of bed? Like, I understand that, and I understand like not feeling comfortable with people touching me. Like, I get really uncomfortable and people will do it anyway, and it doesn't feel good, and it's so awkward to be like, can you not do that because like of this issue? And I mean, it's not like I'd be like, hey, like, this is what happened and like I don't want you to touch me because of that, because that's really intense. But you could be like, hey, like, it makes me uncomfortable because of things that have happened and I don't want to talk about it, but I'd feel so much better if you just didn't touch me, instead of like flat out being like, oh, just don't touch me, like I don't feel comfortable, and they don't understand and they can't really help you. And like, sometimes people are dicks and they'll touch you anyway until you tell them what's wrong, and that's annoying. So when you are going to hang out with your friends, or like you're in public or anything and you don't like people touching you, or you don't like them asking you questions, and like you get anxious, because I know that I get anxious and it's really bad, and I go to the store and my face turns super red and I have panic attacks in the middle of the store, and I'll walk out without buying anything even though I know that it's not something I want, it's something that I need to buy. And that's not healthy, but at the same time, being in the store while I'm having a panic attack is not healthy either. So if you can just like be honest with yourself and be like, I know I have this problem, like I need to figure things out and do this for myself, or like be honest with other people too, because being honest with yourself is just as important with being honest with other people. And that's pretty much it. Like, this video isn't very long, but before I do end this video, I want to say that if you are friends with people with mental disorders, which I know that a lot of people are when you have a mental disorder, because it's so much easier to like relate with someone, don't ever make them feel like, no, that's wrong. Don't come to them all the time with your problems, because it's so bad for their mental health, just like yours. Like, constantly like being told like, oh, I have this problem, like I feel like killing myself, I feel anxious, I feel like cutting myself. Like, you have to understand that that person is struggling with their own thing, and they're it's really triggering. If you tell someone you feel like cutting yourself to someone else who has that problem and hasn't been, it is really triggering because you're their friend and you feel like doing that, and then you could end up doing that, and so that makes them feel even worse. So don't rely on your friends for everything, because it will screw you over and it's bad for both of your guys' mental health. Go get serious help because it helps a lot. So I'm going to go. Bye!